Hello, I'm the Empathetic Chicken, and I'm just walking Sid. He's bald in the back because he has like a bite that got infected from a stray cat that showed up, and had to go get a tube put in so it could drain, and he's doing a lot better. He's not happy. Where is he? Yeah. He's not happy because he's been cooped up in the house, so I was like, we gotta go back to the leash days and give him some exercise because I just don't want to leave him out like getting all messy on his wound. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to make a video talking about something that I've been contemplating the past couple days. Sorry, I gotta let Sid out. This is probably not the best intro, but this is where I'm at. Anyway, so if I just don't sugarcoat anything, I've been really struggling emotionally, and I'm not trying to get a woe is me kind of, I'm not looking for sympathy or whatever, but I'm just gonna use my misery as an example and a good conversation piece, because I feel like there's something to it. And this could be a more legit video, but I'm just gonna roll with it because this is where I'm at. But basically I want to talk about how sometimes things don't actually mean what our minds make us think they mean. And I know specifically myself, I have this issue a lot. And the things that the things that my mind this is really difficult to talk about. But the meaning that my mind makes of things is not always in my best interest. And so I don't know, I just keep thinking of how to talk about this, and I don't know, but I'm just gonna start somewhere. But I remember when I was in therapy school, there was this thing, I don't even remember where it originated from. It was this thing that one of my teachers said, when she was talking about listening to the clients and stuff, and actually hearing what they're saying. And there's a difference between what they're saying versus what they're actually saying. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they called it the message and the meta message. So what they were saying, I mean, of course it held weight, but there was something deeper to it. So yeah, I'm trying to think of an example, and my mind is not letting me right now, but I'll just go with an example of how my own head works. So without getting too private or whatever, I struggle a lot with feeling I don't, or I'm not lovable and stuff. And I'm not trying to like I said, I'm not looking for pity or whatever. I'm just saying I the way that I grew up, I just didn't establish a good view of myself or whatever. So I'm constantly worried that I'm not good enough and stuff, and my brain is sort of hardwired to seek out evidence to support that idea. And so recently there was this little or it's not even just recently, but over time there's just been a lot of stressors happening in my life, and I'm not gonna go into details, but I've just felt super unsupported and alone. And it's whenever I feel those things, I kind of make them mean more they mean, oh gosh, how do I talk about this? My brain is just annoying. It's sort of if somebody doesn't show up that I ask for help or something, it's I could make that mean okay, they were just busy, they just had something that they had to do that came up. It's it could just mean that. But in my mind, it turns into, okay, they probably hate you, they probably don't want anything to do with you, they why would anybody want to help you? You don't deserve help, nobody wants to help you, you're just here to suffer. That's how my brain That's how my brain works as like a legit example. So like, I think it's just important to be careful about like what assumptions we hold about certain things, like without having the proper like explanation or like evidence to back up our thoughts. Because I think that's why a lot of like conflicts happen, honestly, because like if you don't think about like what's underneath like a behavior or like words or something, it's like you just kind of lose a lot of the context. So like for me, like this specific instance, like I said, I was feeling really like stretched thin and just unsupported and stuff, and then like I started like talking to my partner about it, and then like I kind of cried and got like upset, and in my mind it's like I wanted comfort and stuff, and like I felt like super alone and like dang, like I just need somebody to care, you know. But like he didn't know what was going on in my mind, like other than what I had shared. And so like I don't know, like I just kind of wanted him to show up a certain way, and he didn't. So then like in my mind I made it mean like, oh, he must not care about me, like nobody cares about me, like I deserve to be miserable and blah blah blah. Like my mind just goes on a little train. And it just really like it causes me like way more misery than it needs to. Like I don't know, like it's just, I don't know, it just turned into this whole thing, caused unnecessary issues I'm not gonna get into. And like I just realized that I have like these self-sabotage. I mean, this is not like a new thing, like I've known this about myself, but it's just like frustrating when like you think that you've like worked through something and then like it still comes back around and you're just like, dang, I really didn't think I'd be tripped up here again. But it's like, I don't know, good opportunity to assign a better meaning to that and say this is an opportunity to forgive myself and practice like accepting that I am deserving of love, and like I'm not horrible just because my brain works a certain way. And that's not to say that like can't change that, like, because I'm clearly saying, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm like scattered in this video. I don't even know what I'm trying to like say, but I guess I'm just saying like things aren't always as they seem. And I'm not saying don't trust yourself, but if the part of you that you're listening to is like harming yourself like in any way, like you're thinking like a painful thought about you or something, like anything that like makes you feel bad, I don't think you should trust that. Like, I don't know, I feel like that's a broad statement, but there's just like, I don't know, there's just a difference. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway, I'm just realizing how like my mind is not always my friend, and it can be easy to just like assume that you know everything and that you like know the other person's intentions and you know how they feel about you and what they're intending with their actions or lack of actions, but like you actually don't know until you like clarify with them and ask. So like I guess I'm just encouraging like curiosity and just being willing to like question those narratives in your head, like if they are telling you something that's not like something that you wouldn't want to hear, like, or something maybe that you wouldn't tell your friend. Like you wouldn't tell your friend that like they're unlovable and no one wants to support them and that they're just doomed to suffer, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, why on earth would I tell myself that? Like, I don't know. So like, just, I don't know, I guess I'm just sending this out for like whoever, like, I don't really know who like is around like watching my channel, but like if there are people who have like similar mind processes, is that a word? Because it's really like, I don't know, it's really scary sometimes, like when you feel like you can't even like trust yourself and like your own mind, like when your freaking mind is out to get you or whatever. And I'm not trying to like, that's the thing, like it's hard not to like use that as another way to like judge myself and like make myself like feel like a horrible person, like, because it's like, dang, your head does that, like it's, you know, it's like a judgment kind of thing. But like, I don't know. It's just like, I think it's important to like be aware that sometimes my mind is just kind of like wired to do that, but I don't have to like listen to it. And it just like, I don't know, it just takes me back to like when I was actually like in therapy, like as a client, because like there was this whole like concept that we like talked about, like where we like externalized my inner critic, because like it's clearly still there. Like I don't know that I don't think you can ever get rid of it, but you don't have to listen to it like the way that like as loudly, like, you know, it might try to like take up space or whatever and like crowd out everybody else, but like you don't have to like give it that, you don't gotta give it the stage, you know what I mean? So I don't know if I'm even making sense here, but I just felt like I wanted to like share this. I feel like, I don't know, the inner critic is like talking right now and it's saying like, dang, you really did not do a good job at explaining that. But it's probably just mad because he's getting called out, and I probably sound like a freak right now, freaking split personality or something. But anyway, no judgment. But anyway, I don't know, I might make a better video like just kind of with my actual thoughts together, because I feel like I didn't do a very good job. But if I were to like summarize what I was trying to like get to in this video, is just like, I don't know, if you're having a hard time and your thoughts are like your enemy or whatever, like, it's okay, you don't have to listen to them, and you can always like get clarity. I mean, I don't want to say always, but like there's a good chance you could probably get some clarity from the people involved. Like if it's like a relationship or something and you're feeling like some kind of something and you're like, I don't know, that kind of makes me feel like this. It's like, have you actually like openly like expressed how you're feeling and tried to like, you know, clarify maybe like what you're telling yourself versus like the reality of it? So like with the whole like message and meta message, it's like, I mean, don't just take like anything at face value. Like if you hear something and like you think it means something else, like just clarify, you know, don't, I feel like I already said that, but just like know that things might like not be what they initially seem to be, and they might not be as bad as you think. So just a little reminder for the people whose minds are like like mine. But yeah, I'll be back. Just some little announcements. I have the Spirit Fest coming up in Jacksonville this weekend. I think it's from like 10 to 6 or 10 to 5 or something. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. And if you're around, I don't know how many people are actually around there, but you should come by. And yeah, it'd be cool. But yeah, I'll probably have another video about like the process of, or I don't know, just how it goes, maybe. I don't want to promise that, but it's a possibility. But anyway, I'll stop wasting your time. But don't forget to, I need to start doing this, so I'm just gonna say a little spiel, like don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you found this interesting or helpful. And I'll be back. Thank you.